Steve, we've played a lot of football in the last few weeks. Was that just a game too far for our lads today?
If you're looking for excuses, yes. I just felt that my team didn't do what I wanted to do in the first half. We started playing balls across the back four, which we haven't done apart from the first 2 games of the season. We got punished. I wanted them to get it forward in wide areas and up to Nathan, like we've been doing. Feed off Nathan. If you like, use the wind to our advantage. Go not long balls, but clip balls into Nathan. And we didn't do it, and we could have gotten second balls. They done that in the second half and used the wind to their advantage and got a couple of goals from it. And that disappointed me because I didn't listen to what I wanted them to do. Hurtful thing is we didn't anticipate and get on second balls in the second half with that wind against us, and we got punished for it. You know, how do we have to score 4, 5 goals at home to win a game of football? So football's got a good way of kicking up the backside. You know, we go away to Billericay, grind out a result, Staines, grind out a result and look decent. Then we come at home and disappointingly give 3 sloppy goals away.
And the last 2 were pretty sloppy, weren't they?
Yeah, didn't track runners. Simple as that, you know. If you're not going to put that bit of graft in and track someone that's going to run in advance of you, show more desire than you, you're going to come unstuck. You know, we've had to work for our goals and work hard for them. 2 good goals, by the way, from Nathan again. Yeah. But concede 3 goals at home, you don't expect to win games. And like I say, it's one of those, you've got to pick yourselves up and go again. But not impressed at all. I'll give BURGESS the credit because they've done exactly what their manager asked them to do, pin us in. But I thought the first 20 minutes of the second half, they're only seeing 1 team in it. You know, we was looking to play, we was looking to get crosses in. We can go on about the last couple of chances at the end to get a point out of it. You get out of jail that way. I'm just very disappointed that on the back of 2 good results away from home we've come, and the crowd was good today. We've let them down really. I'd take players in there. They've let the club down really today in terms of not getting the result they should have got because they was in control of that game. And if they want to be successful, they've got to hang on to results like that. Albeit if you have to defend for the next 30 minutes, you're 2-1 up. You got to defend for your lives and not be easy. And at times today, it was just like they could get through us so easy. It was untrue.
Can we talk about injuries? Probably don't want to, but we have to. So Lawrence went off and Jerome went off.
Yeah, I think Lawrence had some slight concussion. That's why Melbourne took no chances. Jerome got a thing down the back of his Achilles, right down the back of his Achilles. So I don't know how serious that one is. Where else do we go? Dave Fitzpatrick goes back after the day. He's been called back to Wimbledon. One shining light maybe. Sonny Miles done a good session with me beforehand, so he should be back. Whether I risk him on Tuesday because of the numbers is a different matter. But he's back and he should be involved in the squad next week. Jack Parter, everyone knows about that. You know, he's an inch away from being out 6 to 8 weeks. You know, with his hamstring. So Mel's treated it again today, and he'll be working with Mel for the next couple of weeks to make sure that's right. That's why Sam come in. That's about it at the minute.
Okay, and in terms of Lee Carey going, I'm sure you won't give any secrets away, but I'm sure you're looking at other players around the place.
I put a 7-day in for someone yesterday and was allowed to speak to him, and I spoke to the player. He's an experienced player. I wouldn't say not the right age, you know, he's a bit older, but he brings that experience, and if he wants to come, which he's played at this level and higher, that'd be a good asset. I'm also putting another one in now for another midfielder who's younger, a little bit more raw, but got a bit of a presence about him. It just comes down to whether they want to come. You know, the club have backed me with finances in terms of these players to, well, I've got Lee Carey's money basically, so to swap that over. It's just a case now of seeing if they want to come or not, you know. Again, after today, people have said to me about, oh, we could have gone top. I'm not interested about going top and running away and this, that. What I'm interested in is getting as many points on the board as possible. So we are in the top 5 at least. And today, that's an opportunity missed. You know, everyone's saying Dulwich lost, and I'm not interested in that. We get as many points on the board as possible. Makes our job easier come the tail end of the season, and because things are going to get harder. You will get suspensions, you will get more injuries. So while the opportunity's there and you get yourself 2-1 in front at home, to throw it away, and let's be honest, they haven't had to work hard for their goals. You know, the first one's just been fizzed across and now it's ended in there, I don't know. I've got to look at the video. And the other one is just a player's run through, like as if we parted the waves for him, and he's put it in. Spoke to the linesman, he said no, he wasn't offside. We played him well onside. So disappointing that we're giving teams goals. And I might be being a bit harsh because up until today we'd only conceded 14 in 20 games. So maybe this was going to happen. Not that I'd like it to. You know, good sides don't let it happen. And that's what I said to them. They got to look at themselves and just think, when you grab something and you've got an opportunity, you've got to take it. And I'll be watching that. It's shown me a few little character defects today, which I've got to keep an eye on very strongly. And go on, because I want this club to move on. I want to move on in terms of the right direction. And if they want to do the same, then they can come with me. But they've got to stand up and be counted to get it in times like that. And unfortunately today, it didn't happen.
It's no comfort at all, but I would imagine that Burgess Hill came here in pretty determined fashion to try and get something out of the game, and they certainly did defend well at times, didn't they?
They did defend well, but the other side of it, Jim, you get 2-1 up against a team that you give them a goal to start with, and all of a sudden they get a lift. We go 2-1 up, and in my eyes at that minute there was only one team in it until they started getting some free kicks and flooding our box, and we've got to be men. And today it looked like we was shrinking violets at times, and if you want to be successful you can't be like that. I've told them that inside the changing room. And Burgess Hill, I think that's their first win in probably 5 or 6, I'm not sure. Needham Market, when we went there, it was their first win in 8. So if you want to be, you're going to lose games, don't get me wrong, you haven't got a God-given right to win every game, but if you lose by following instructions and doing the right thing, I'll take responsibility for it. You know, at the end I had to change the system to try and get us back into it, and we had a few chances, but we could have lost that 4-2, could have lost it 5-2, but you've got to go for it, and I shouldn't have to, not at home, and that's the bit of pill I've got to swallow this weekend. Good thing about it, we've got a game against Greenwich on Tuesday, which some of them will be playing, some injuries I've got, some of the reserves will be playing, so I'll do the same as what I've done in the Kent Cup all the way through. I'm not just going to change it. And they've got a chance, the ones that will play, to not redeem themselves, but get a little bit of spark back in there, you know. And then we go to Merstrom with a limited squad that I'm working to try and get players in, which is going to be another tough game.
Well, good luck on that, and bad luck today, Steve. Thanks very much for your honesty.